The other exception is hydrogen, which is placed in the center of the modern periodic table. You all can see that hydrogen is placed in center. It has a configuration 1s1. It has only one orbital and it can accommodate a maximum of 2 electrons. Already 1 electron is there. So to become stable, either it will gain 1 electron and it will behave like group 17, or it will lose electron and behave like alkali metal. So it has properties similar to alkali metal as well as halogens. Therefore hydrogen is placed at the center as it has both the ability to lose or gain electron. So when we talk about hydrogen, we have to know it is an exception in modern periodic table. Now hydrogen 1s1 is a configuration. Now to attain stability, it will lose 1 electron and behave like alkali metal. So it will lose 1 electron. ns1 is a configuration of group 1 and it will gain 1 electron to become noble gas, and it is having properties like that of group 17. So hydrogen has properties of group 17 as well as alkali metal. That is why it is an exception and placed at the center of the modern periodic table. So the two exceptions are hydrogen and helium. Now we shall see the classification of modern periodic table as S, P, D and F. Now S block means the last electron, that is the valence electron, enters into S orbital, and it includes two groups, group 1 alkali metal and group 2 alkaline earth metal. Now in group 1 the valence electron enters into Ns orbital and only one electron would be present, and in group 2 the valence electron enters into Ns orbital and here you have 2 electron, but in group 1 you have only one valence electron. So alkali and alkaline earth metals are only the group present in S block elements. Now an element is said to belong to an S block if the valence electron enters into Ns subshell. अगर लास्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन Ns सबशेल में एंटर करता है तो वो S ब्लॉक एलिमेंट है, एक्सेप्ट हीलियम. ठीक है, एक्सेप्ट हीलियम. नाउ द ग्रुप मेंबर्स आर ओनली टू, ग्रुप 1 एंड ग्रुप 2. बाय बिकॉज S कैन हैव ओनली मैक्सिमम ऑफ 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन. तो जब एक ही इलेक्ट्रॉन होता है तो एल्कली मेटल, और जब 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन आ जाते हैं तो इट इज एल्कलाइन अर्थ मेटल, ग्रुप 2. सो S ब्लॉक हैज टू ग्रुप 1 and group 2, and it is placed on the left side of modern periodic table, and these two groups are highly reactive in nature. Now if you take sodium metal, we all know sodium can be cut easily with a knife. So when we cut sodium easily with a knife, it is soft. So alkali metals are soft and it has a configuration Ns1, and it is readily in a state to lose electron, and alkaline earth metal Ns2, and these are the respective electronic configuration. Now alkali metal readily lose 1 electron and become unipositive, that is it has a +1 charge because it is releasing a negatively charged particle. But how many particle? 1. So +1. And alkaline earth metal have 2 electron to be lost to attain noble gas configuration. So these are di-positive ions. I hope ions are ionic species having charge, and alkaline earth metal have positive charge as they lose 1 and 2 electron respectively. Like lithium will lose 1 and beryllium will lose 2 electron. And ionization enthalpy is the energy required to remove electron, and it is very less in the case of group 1. Now sodium is highly reactive. When you take a piece of sodium and add it to water, it catches fire and burn violently. So group 1 elements are highly reactive because they are in a state to readily lose electron. So group 1 elements are never found in free state. In nature they occur always in the combined state, as these are highly reactive. And magnesium or group 2 element occur in the form of minerals in earth's crust like carbonate, sulfate, chloride, silicate. So magnesium occurs in different form of minerals and it is alkaline earth metal. Now the properties will increase down the group like metallic character, chemical reactivity because of the increase in atomic size. Now discuss p block element. The second part, p block. P block includes 6 group from 13 to group 18, and here the valence electron enters into p subshell. Now when the valence electron enters into p subshell, the configuration is NS2 is already filled. यहाँ के ग्रुप 1 ग्रुप 2 पहले से फिल होकर आए हैं ग्रुप 13 तक, तो NS2 फिल्ड है और अब इलेक्ट्रॉन NP में एंटर कर रहा है। कितने हो सकते हैं, या तो 1 या 2, 3 और मैक्सिमम कहाँ तक आएंगे, 6 तक. So when the last electron enters into its NP subshell, NS is fully filled with 2 electron and NP is having the last electron entering, so it is a p block and it has a maximum of p subshell has 3 orbital and a maximum of 6 electron, so it includes 6 group and these groups are placed on the right side of modern periodic table. Now group 18 are called noble gas. These are all non-metals and not reactive in nature. ठीक है, so these are not reactive. And group 17 are halogens, 16 chalcogens, 15 nicogens, 14 carbon family, 13th boron family. Among 6 group, the reactive one is 17 and 16. These are reactive group in p block. And in p block, one of the important thing is that you will find over here metals, metalloids and non-metal. So all the 3 different parts of elements are present, metal, non-metal and metalloid in p block. So in the entire periodic table, these 3 type of elements are seen only in p block. Now S block along with p block are called representative element or main group elements. So S and P are the main important group of the elements in the modern periodic table, so they are called main block or representative. And the configuration is NS2 NP 1 to 6. NS is fully filled and NP has electron entering into it, so 1 for 13, 2 for 14, P will have 3 electron in P 15th, and if P has 4 electron it's 16, and NP6 is for noble gases, that is group 18 or inert gases. And here it is having metal, you can see it's labeled aluminium, gallium, indium, tin, thallium, lead and bismuth. And metalloid means having the properties of both metal and non-metal. And on the extreme right we have more of non-metallic character, and down the group more is metallic character. Now group elements have ability to lose electron and form positive ions and negative ions. They can undergo covalent bond formation. So p block elements are in a state to undergo covalent bond formation or to gain or lose electron. That depends which element are we talking about. So it has a variation in its group, like in its block itself. 16th group I said it's chalcogen. 17th are called halogens. Chalco means ore producer. So ज़्यादातर minerals oxide sulfide के form में होते हैं. So ore producers are chalcogens. Now what happens is they are in a state to gain electron to become stable. So NS2 NP4 is the configuration of group 16. It will gain 2 electrons, so -2 charge, and group 17 will gain 1 electron to attain noble gas, so it has a -1 charge. Noble gases are neon, argon. Now chlorine, once it gain electron, it has a configuration like that of argon. So chlorine generally forms chloride, which is Cl minus, and attain noble gas, and oxygen will gain 2 electron to form oxide. So they are in a state to readily gain electron, and hence these are reactive group in p block. 18th group is non-reactive noble gas or unreactive or inert gases, as they are highly stable with fully filled electronic configuration, that is NS2 NP6. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. So configurations are also there, and you can see the reactivity are different. So this is about P. Now D block means the last electron will enter into the penultimate shell. It includes how many groups? 10 groups. Now if I talk about a D block, D subshell has 5 orbitals Now all orbital will have 2 electron each, so therefore 10 electron is the maximum capacity of a d block. So how many group would be there in d block? 10 group are present in d block, and group is 3 to group 12. Now this is the third group, this is the 12th group. So total 10 groups are present, and when the electron enters into d subshell, it's called as d block. So what is its electronic configuration? And d block has all metals in it. Okay, now we shall discuss again. Now the 3D, when the last electron enters into 3D, it's the first transition series. If the last electron enters in 4D, second, and 5D, third, and in 6D, then it is fourth transition series. This is first, second, third, and fourth. The configuration, if you see, it is n-1d, 1 to 10, n is 1 to 2. So the electron enters into the penultimate shell. Now this is S, P, D and F. So D block are placed in between S and P block. So when you see over here, the D block are placed between S and P. So they are having properties. These are metals completely. These are having non-metals to metalloid to non-metals. So I will talk about non-metals. The properties are changing from left to right. So what will happen? In between these elements are generally called as transition. The properties changes from S to P with the help of D. So D block are called as transition element. And transition element complete definition is that the elements in which the d orbital is partially filled or it is incompletely filled. An element is said to be a transition element if it is having partially filled d subshell. यानी कि पूरा d अगर भरा हुआ है किसी भी टाइम पे तो वो d ब्लॉक यानी कि d ब्लॉक का मेंबर है बट वो ट्रांजिशन एलिमेंट नहीं है. तो d ब्लॉक आर जनरली कॉल्ड एज ट्रांजिशन एलिमेंट्स वेयर यू शुड हैव incompletely filled d subshell. Now when the elements are in S, you can see lanthanum and actinium are there, 57 and 89, and then these elements have properties called in between S and P, so they are transition elements. These are metals, these have small atomic size, high nuclear charge, unpaired electron in d orbital. So they are highly reactive but less reactive than alkali metals. And these are all transition elements are metals and are commonly used. They exhibit variable oxidation state, that is they have different charges. Each group has a variable charge and these are the elements. So we have 4 transition series in period wise. If I talk, first transition series from scandium to zinc, second from yttrium to cadmium, third from lanthanum to mercury, fourth actinium to UUB. Now these elements are generally used as catalysts to increase the speed of the reaction. For example, Fe in Haber process, nickel in hydrogenation of oils. So transition elements are widely used for its different physical and chemical properties. These are colored salt, like manganese chloride has pink color, ferrous sulfate has light green color. So transition elements normally when they form compound, these are colored because of the unpaired electron. When they have unpaired electron to a greater extent, they are paramagnetic in nature. So when they are paramagnetic, they are having ability to attract substance towards itself. So once they have unpaired electron, they have ability to attract electron, like they are having magnetic field due to unpaired electron and are paramagnetic in nature, which makes them use as a permanent magnet. So these are the special properties of transition element. Now zinc, cadmium, mercury are not called as transition elements. Now this is very important that these 3 elements are not called as transition, because the configuration, if I talk about zinc, it's 30. The configuration is with respect to the noble gas argon having atomic number 18. then the electron enters into 4s, 2 electron तो 20. Now the electron enters into 3d, तो 21, 22, 23 ऐसे कर 10 इलेक्ट्रॉन हो गए. 30th इलेक्ट्रॉन 3d में एंटर कर रहा है. तो 3d में जब एंटर कर रहा है तो ये फुल्ली फिल्ड है, ये भी फुल्ली फिल्ड है, तो कहीं पर भी अनपेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन नहीं है. सो दिस एलिमेंट्स जिंक, कैडमियम, मर्करी, दीज हैव जनरल कॉन्फ़िगरेशन. इसका होगा क्रिप्टन 36, दिस इज फॉर कैडमियम 48. You will have 5s2 4d10. So this is the configuration 36 plus 2 38 plus 10 48. तो यहाँ पर भी पूरे पेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन है. ऐसे ही मर्कुरी में भी पेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन है. जब इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर्ड होते हैं सारा d भरा हुआ है, 4s भी कम्प्लीटली फिल्ड है, देन दीज आर नॉट कॉल्ड एज ट्रांजिशन एलिमेंट, क्योंकि ट्रांजिशन में अनपेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन d में होना ज़रूरी है, या तो नॉर्मल ग्राउंड स्टेट में या आयनिक चार्ज में. अब जिंक अगर चार्ज भी शो करेगा दैट इज Zn2+, और 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन निकलेंगे तो ऐसे निकलेंगे, अभी भी d पूरा भरा हुआ है. तो नॉर्मल ग्राउंड स्टेट में या किसी भी चार्ज स्टेट में वो अपने d में इनकम्प्लीटली फिल्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन रखता नहीं है, सारे इलेक्ट्रॉन फिल्ड होते हैं, तो ये ट्रांजिशन एलिमेंट्स कहलाए नहीं जाते. दीज आर नॉट रिगार्डेड एज ट्रांजिशन एलिमेंट्स बिकॉज they do not have incompletely filled d orbital either in the ground state or in any of its oxidation state. So transition elements are not zinc, cadmium, mercury because of fully filled electronic configuration. Now if you see the configuration of zinc, cadmium, mercury, they have completely filled d orbital in the normal state, and in the like when they lose electron also they will have filled electron in 3d, 4d, 5d. So these are not regarded as transition elements. d block तो है पर transition नहीं है. अब चौथा block जो है that is f block. The last electron will enter into f subshell, its f block elements, and it is present at the extreme bottom with the configuration n-2f 1 to 14, n-1d 0 to 1, ns2, यानी कि ns के बाद n-2 में इलेक्ट्रॉन एंटर करेंगे. सो दीज आर f block elements.